Hello guys, here with a new video for the channel. I hope you like it, and if you like it, don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment, and subscribe. Now without further ado, get comfortable. Let's begin. Kakarot, despite having all the divine support, he was very thoughtful, and even though he had not taken a great training, his power was gigantic, so much so that he was even able to possess a part of the Ultra Instinct at his base state. The power I possess is incredible! But I feel that it's not enough to face both gods who didn't fall because of my father's explosion. Kakarot-sama, what is wrong with you? I've seen him thinking for several days now. Whis, we're getting ready. We've been able to defeat a demon from one of the four hells, but something's not right. Don't worry, Kakarot-sama. With your great power, there's nothing to fear. No, Beerus, you're completely wrong. Because in any corner of the universe, there will always be beings much more powerful than us. But Kakarot-sama, his father, the mighty Zalama, was the first god, so there must be no one more powerful than the creator of everything. In one part, you're right. My father created what is now known as the 8 multiverses, but outside of those multiverses that exists? Isn't the infinite void, Kakarot-sama? There are beings who believe the same as you think, Whis, but my thinking's different. I think that outside of everything, in the same way there's life and beings that we don't know. But that's right, Kakarot was totally correct. Since crossing the 8 multiverses created with the power of Zama, there were dozens of worlds, in which even one of them was called the Forbidden World, due to all the beings that seemed to have no limit to their power. Freak, it's time. We've been able to recover completely, or are you still in bad condition? No, Gelshin. I'm already recovered anyway, so it's time to end that damn nuisance. Both warriors, when they stood up, released an incredible power, which was able to destroy millions of planets. All the deities felt such pressure which did not allow them to move freely. So this is the pressure of the beings we have to face. But thanks to Kakarot's training, I'm able to withstand it. Kakarot-sama, apparently the last 2 gods have come forward. You're right, Whis. It's time to put an end to the whole damn story. I plan to defeat them to honor my father's death. But at the incredible pressure it would be perceived, even in the Heavenly Kingdom, where Zama was, Mayuki, he also felt such pressure, but he would give a small smile. Hahaha, whose pressure's that? They look like simple worms want to raise their power. Zama would be very surprised by Mayuki's comment, because for Zama, it was an incredible power. Don't tell me, Zama, that pressure amazes you? They're simple worms that barely, and their power reaches the level of a priest. You're wrong, Mayuki. His power is much greater than the power of a priest. I'm sure of that. But that wouldn't matter to us, since we don't belong to that world anymore. Mayuki, please. My son must be in danger. I'm begging you. There must be a way to get out of this place. There's a way, but you'll only be able to go to that place for 1 hour. Okay, I just wanted to give a few recommendations to my son to get ready to finish those bastards. It's okay, Zama. I'll help you. Mayuki would begin to raise a little of his divine power, with which the body of Zama would be covered in a great light. At the end, a very different Zama could be observed, since his appearance seemed that of a simple human, but negative energy radiated from his entire body. What is this, Mayuki? In order for you to be able to get out of this place, you have to have a much more resistant body, and in the same way, master the negative energy. That means that with this body, I'm able to master the negative energy. That's right. Not in its entirety, but in a good part. Since you crossed the barrier of both worlds, you only have 1 hour. That's more than enough, Mayuki. I swear, I'll return this favor to you. Zama, with his great speed, would begin to cross all the barriers of the Celestial Kingdom. Meanwhile, in the 12 universes, Frake was able to feel the presence of Kakarot, being a very similar energy. After so many millions of years, I'm finally able to feel that damn energy again. This'll be a lot of fun. I want to destroy everything in my path. But in front of the both warriors, all the Divine Kingdom would stand in front of them, and between all of them, Kakarot would take a big step to the front, which caused hundreds of catastrophes with each of his steps. So you're the ones who want to put my father Zama on the ropes. Apparently the damn Zama. I grant you the knowledge in the same way. Frank, without being left behind, would begin to release his power, leaving Kakarot very surprised. That's right, the power that Frank was releasing would leave him surprised, realizing that despite the great training he had given to the divine beings, it would all be impossible for them to endure this great battle. Kakarot would observe them all, and without warning, he would create a big hole, with which he'd also absorbed them all, disappearing at that moment. What are you trying to do? You should know that if you die, the garbage you're trying to protect will still. Of course I know, but for that reason I'm not allowed to lose. I plan to finish with each of you, even if it costs me my life. The warriors fell into place far away from the 12 universes, but when they tried to leave that planet, a great barrier would prevent them. What the hell? Why has Kakarot-sama done this? We've trained very hard to be of help in this great battle. No, Whis, if Kakarot has done this, it'd be for a big reason. You surely realize that we wouldn't have the required power. Before Whis was able to say anything, in space they were able to observe hundreds of three-dimensional cracks which were caused by the clash of their fists. Really, even though we trained, we wouldn't have been able to withstand a single one of his fists. This is amazing. Even me, being a priest, I look like a simple ant. Best thing we could do is to entrust all our energy towards Kakarot-sama, for him to take care. I'm ashamed to say, but even I wouldn't be able to do anything. All the warriors began to channel the power so that it received by Kakarot. Meanwhile, returning to the battlefield, the fight between Kakarot and Frank, the first prince of the underworld, seemed to be very even. But in each exchange of blows, Kakarot looked more injured. Kakarot, with his great speed, would take distance, but when he appeared after a mountain, Frank, with his great physical strength, he connected a powerful blow to the stomach, which made him create great destruction, being sent to fly to hundreds of mountains around him. This has been a waste of time. I thought that being Zama's successor, I would have had the same power, but I've been wrong. Kakarot, with that blow, he had completely lost his defense. That's right, Frank's blow was so powerful that it had left him very stunned. Not satisfied with this, Frank, without waiting for him to recover, would begin to grant him millions of blows all over his body. Kakarot would fall to the ground again and again. I cannot lose. I'm not allowed to lose. I'm the god who will bring peace to everything around me created by my father. The beating Kakarot was receiving was one of the most brutal in his entire life. I'm tired of playing with you. I'd better finish with you. Frank's fist was heading towards the heart of Kakarot, but from all the space a great being would appear, just as an opposing was felt all over the place. Stop! Do they even want to die? Frank's fist would be destroyed. That's right, the simple pressure was able to destroy every one of his bones. Gelshin would release a little more of his power, with which he was able to withstand the pressure. Who the hell are you? I had no idea which multiverse has such a powerful warrior. You're not worthy to know my name. Only you should know that if you touch this warrior again, I'll end your miserable life. Damn, I don't care who you are, but I'm the prince of the underworld, so you have to speak to me with respect. Ha ha ha! Respect? You're nothing but scum. Frank would pounce against Zalama. Gelshin would try to stop him, but it was useless. Frank, who was invaded by anger, would start exchanging blows with Zalama, but Zalama dodged each one of his blows with great elegance. This can't be happening. I'm one of the first gods to exist. Pathetic warrior can't humiliate me like this. Humiliate you? Ha! I haven't humiliated you yet. But very soon you will know the real humiliation. Shut up! 1,000 rays from the underworld! Thousands of rays would collide with the whole body of Zalama. Frank, confident that he had pulverized it, was surprised to realize how his powerful attack had been nothing for that warrior. Who is he? He's humiliating Frank completely. Oh, join since we're in this together. I'm not gonna let my best friend get killed. Gelshin, along with Frank, began to attack Zalama from all sides, but the speed of both gods was insufficient to reach Zalama. Both were sent flying with hundreds of wounds all over his body, while Zama would approach the body of his beloved successor, placing one of his hands on Kakarot's chest. You've done well, my son, but you have to master your power completely. Zama, with his touch, had been able to transmit much more knowledge of the battles and had restored his power completely. Damn, how the hell did he hit us? I wasn't able to see anything. That warrior must be a super warrior who's been taking care of Zalma's offspring. Gelshin and Frank, I never wanted to go to these extremes, but you have searched for everything that happened.
How is it possible that you know our original names?
I was the one who created the big explosion. I can't die. I just transform my energy.
Damn Zama.
Zama, with as little of his demonic power, was able to summon a door that radiated darkness just like its color was black. Instantly the door opened, Zama would throw both gods with great brutality. It would take them several years to get out of that dimension.
Zalama, when you get out of this damn dimension, rest assured we'll wipe out every being that exists in all multiverses.
Zama would take his successor and head towards the planet, on which he had easily destroyed the barrier into hundreds of pieces. But who are you? Despite your negative energy, I feel no bad intentions in you. You're a great observer. That's right, this is a borrowed body. I'm Zama, and I was not going to allow my successor to die.
But if you're the legendary god Zalama,
all the gods would make a bow. Just like the angels, Zeno-sama would approach towards Zama.
Mighty Zama, what's the reason why you don't end those threats yourself? He has the power to do it.
You're right, Zeno-sama, but I don't belong to this world anymore. So if I interfere or annihilate any beings from these worlds, something much worse can happen. We'll take care of Kakarot, Zama, and I assure you that this great battle will be able to win it. I'm counting on you, as you have great powers. The time of Zama had ended, so he would be transported back to the Celestial Kingdom, in which Miyuki would approach Zama.
I didn't know who was capable of putting you in that desperate situation, but apparently a successor really exists.
That's right. Since everything created by me, I don't want a bastard to destroy it.
Don't worry, I've been able to realize the potential that your son has, and he will not be defeated so easily.
Meanwhile, inside Kakarot, he was meditating.
My father's been able to help me. He was able to save me. I have to become more powerful and surpass my powers. I have to be able to destroy this great barrier.
Kakarot was saying this to himself, while observing a great distance between his power and a power within which he wished to reach. What will happen next? Find out in the next chapter. Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.